So you're recording now?
Oh, yeah, I've been recording. Welcome, everyone, to the ZPupp episode. Every now and again, we get the girls.
Don't. You know what this means, Dad?
What?
It means, help me.
How about you? How does Gen Alpha do signing for help?
I don't like to be clumped in with Gen Alpha.
Do you say Sigma?
No, she says it.
What? The signal?
So we have a bunch of questions that people have submitted. We'll get to them. Some of them are like, so where do you see yourself in 10 years? It's like, nobody really cares where you see yourself. Maybe that person
having
does.
no job.
What, the Sigma?
Yeah, really, though. That's actually a good question. Where are you going to be in 10 years? Because if you're not going to be in my house.
Usually when people ask me that question, I say, well, probably in 10 years I'll be dead because I'll have died on the streets in a cardboard box on the side of the highway. That's actually what I tell them.
Why would you consider yourself to be unhoused in that way with a death wish?
Well, I'd be a hobo because...
Hobo? That's good. That's a good old school word.
I'd be a hobo probably because I have no prospects, no future, no career paths, and no colleges lined up.
But you're entering your junior year. You're 16. Why would you have any of those things happening?
Because everyone else does.
Okay, tell me about friends of yours that think they know what they're going to do with their lives.
A lot of them think they want to be doctors or like engineers or architects or whatever, bro. I don't know. They're just, I don't know how you know what you want to do. Like, I don't know.
I didn't know. I wanted to be an orthodontist. Yeah. And look, now you've got braces. Show us your braces.
Ironic.
With my underbite.
You don't have an underbite anymore. Look, you got, show what color rubber bands you have.
They used to be pink, but now they're orange because I eat a lot of tomato sauce.
Curry.
So,
Curry?
Assorted
Are you
curries
brown
and such.
shaming her? Mm-hmm.
It's pretty racist of
Wait,
you.
so
I don't like brown people.
Because your friends, a lot of your
Kidding.
friends, you are a brown
just
person.
say that. No.
That is self-hate of the highest kind. Do you? I have no idea what you guys are going to do. You don't even. You both play music. You just toured Europe, right?
Yeah, that was
cool.
crazy.
Yeah, where'd you go?
And then I got the flu.
We went to Prague, and then
It's pronounced Prague, by the way.
what? No, it's not.
Yeah, and Hungary.
Mm-hmm. And
Hate you
Austria.
people.
And how was it? What did you think?
Cool.
I don't like Europe.
Really?
It's just like boring.
What?
I don't know.
It's because we were in the
I like Japan
everyone was
better.
cool.
Japan was pretty awesome. So what is it that you don't like about Europe?
I felt judged by the Europeans.
Really?
Yes.
But you didn't feel judged by the Japanese?
We got
I
harassed.
felt judged by the Japanese, but they were nice about it.
I feel like anyone would judge
Like
you.
side eye, like we were getting, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
heard the whispers
Oh, yeah.
of shame.
of us being American.
Oh, so you got American shamed. Right. So it wasn't anything personal. It was national.
No, yeah,
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're a terrible mess of a country. And also the best country on earth.
obviously.
So we were talking about college applications and like clubs and stuff. You're doing some kind of club, aren't you?
Yes, I am, but it's all for music, so like doesn't really count for anything because it's not important.
So you guys both play violin, but like you don't think you're going to be musicians when you grow up?
No, because I don't want to be poor. I'm kidding. Well, I mean, here's the thing: like you can be rich as a musician, but you have to be really good, and I don't want to do that. So
What? It's just too much work. I will say this: like these kids practice almost not at all, and they're still quite good if they actually put their mind to it and worked hard. But I realized this about me. I was kind of that way about certain things too. And I was like, oh, if I could just work, I would be able to do it. But here's the thing. You can't. It's not in your genes to actually put in the work. Mm-hmm. That's what differentiates, like, I think the Olympic athletes or the world-class musicians. They have talent, but they also have a drive to actually bust their ass.
yeah, and we don't.
And you don't for those things. But there's other things that you'll spend hours doing, like playing Project Makeover.
Project. I knew you were gonna go.
So,
to
okay,
that.
what is this
sponsored.
game? What
Not
is
sponsored. Project Makeover sponsor us. Oh
Maybe
my
they
goodness.
will.
It's just you make.
It's like Candy Crush, but you make over ugly people in the process.
Okay, so they're teaching you ugly. Is that it?
Yeah, pretty much.
So are
She
these?
should know.
Oh, you should know. You're one of the people they're making over.
Okay, you gave me COVID. Where did you get COVID? At the liberal capital of the free world,
That wasn't my fault.
my alma mater, UC Berkeley.
Yeah.
So you were there for a summer,
For 4 weeks.
Yeah, college credit program in
Embark.
What was it called?
Architecture and urban planning.
Oh, so what did you think of that? You spent a month with a bunch of kids from all around the world.
Oh, everyone was so insane. Okay, most people were really insane. And then there's just like the bottom of the bucket, like me, you know. It was good, but here's the thing. Everyone who went there had an actual interest in architecture and urban planning, and I just went there for the vibes.
I think I wanted to be an architect at some point.
No, you didn't.
Really? What,
I did, remember?
You just turned 13. So you just became a teenager, and you did.
Remember?
Because you saw like you were building
saw
Legos
that-
or something. Or,
No, I saw that like documentary.
on what?
I don't know.
Architecture.
I was like 6.
Star Wars isn't a documentary. So wait, you went to Berkeley. You called me up. I'm sick, Dad. I need to come home. And it was an ordeal getting you out of there because you have to like sign all these things to say, oh, it's a residential program. I had to go there on Friday. You're coughing everywhere. I made you wear a mask in the car because I knew whatever you had, I didn't want it. Come home. The first thing that happens is you test positive for COVID.
Whoops.
Mhm.
Never seen that happen before.
Mhm.
I thought
None of us tested
it was
positive.
like a myth.
And
like
Maia still hasn't
a
tested
legend.
positive. And you damn near killed me because I got sick like 2 days later. And I was fine I was sick for a few days. I felt better. And then I just did a video about how I was like, what? Am I dying?
Well, also, I felt like I was dying too, bud.
Yeah,
So we're in
you
the
were
same
really,
boat.
you were really sick. And even when I picked you back up, you were like, eh. But at least, you were negative and everything. And you weren't, everybody in your program had COVID.
Everyone.
When I went to the graduation, everyone was wearing a mask.
Because there's an outbreak.
It's ridiculous. But here's the thing. So what would you do? Would you shut down the program? Would you close the school? I would ask the question to look at like how many people actually were hospitalized or died from that. Or was it like
About everyone who got it.
they didn't get hospitalized or died. They're young, generally healthy people. So it's fine. Now, Dad got it, and he also is generally healthy, but has a few risk factors and still ultimately
I
did
almost
fine.
died in my
Wasn't there
dorm.
like an outbreak at Europe too?
Yeah,
in
there
Europe,
was.
when
And
you guys were in
the-
Europe.
And then I got the flu.
And then people couldn't perform because they were sick.
Yeah. So,
Oh, and the maestro couldn't either.
Yeah.
But so now this is year 4 of this thing. It's like everywhere. It comes back every summer, every winter. It's always here. What are you going to do? You got to adapt. Find, we have reasonable treatments. There's vaccine that keeps you from severe illness, but it's not going to prevent infection. What are you going to do?
It's whatever.
Just got to roll with it, dog. I guess that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, people.
Dad, you think you suffered? I got the flu and then I got COVID.
That's true. You did.
I have the immune system of a sickly Victorian boy.
You
dying on his deathbed, begging for his father to put
Mommy.
more logs in the fire.
Mother, my
Take me
Papa,
to the garden one last
Can you
time.
put more logs in the fire? I'm cold.
said, let's go to some questions from the audience. How about Emma Dickinson, who's a supporter of the show? Emma says, describe your ultimate favorite pizza toppings and then add one ingredient that would totally ruin it. From David, age 9.
This is gonna be controversial, but
Hawaiian.
pineapple
Hawaiian pizza.
and to ruin it,
Anchovies.
yeah.
Anchovies.
You both agree?
Because you like to put
So
anchovies.
I would actually agree. Pineapple and ham, like Hawaiian, is my favorite. And I would add anchovies to it to make it even better. And
It's
jalapenos.
disgusting.
I'm just as God made me.
Oh, I would add also chocolate pudding because one of my friends in 5th grade did that, dropped it on the ground, pudding down, and then picked it up. There were hairs on it and ate it. So I feel like that would also ruin the Hawaiian pizza.
Pudding.
Yes,
That's
chocolate
not, but that's
pudding.
not a typical topping.
Who says?
I don't know.
No
we had
labels.
some pretty good. Oh, Drake's the type of guy who
Would say we've got company when the cops show up.
Risa says, "What's the hardest thing you've ever done?"
It's probably the hardest thing I ever will do, which will be junior year that's coming up that I haven't done my summer homework for, and school starts in a week.
Oh, good. So you've outed yourself as lazy, churlish, insubordinate, balake.
D-nice.
Pamela says, "Do you feel like your teachers truly care about you and your well-being, or just grades, test scores, and attendance?"
Some of them,
Some of them.
but you know,
I'd
Yeah.
say my last year history teacher, I think he's a real one. He was my bro, and I'll never forget him because he got me a 5 on the AP test.
No, yeah, you got a 5 on the AP.
Not to flex. Or
AP,
anything.
they call it AP World History now. It used to be AP European History.
No, it's still a thing. They just stopped doing it at my school, so it's still a thing.
Oh, it's AP Euro is still a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We just do AP World instead of AP Euro.
Because we're especially woke.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, that's fair. Shalina says, Do your friends know who ZDoggMD is? And if so, what do they think about the show?
See, I told a couple of them, and then they found some videos, so I learned from that, and I don't tell them anymore. I don't want to be embarrassed.
What did they say?
Actually, they didn't care, but like still.
But what do you mean they didn't care? What did they say? Because people are asking, like, what do your friends, when they watch it, are they like...
Ooh. Well, they didn't get it. Because they found like your doctory videos.
I don't get it either.
I'm very embarrassed to be correlated with anything related to this show. So I usually don't tell people, or I just tell the very closest of friends. And then they even are just like, So you're a ZPupp, huh? Ask Z-Dog to do a parody of the Barbie song. I'm like, no.
Oh, I would.
No.
I would. I'm just Ken?
No.
We could do that. What would it be?
I'm just Zen.
No. Dude, about meditation?
No.
I'm just Zen.
That'd be actually like horrific, and
it would be terrible.
I feel like
I'd gouge my eyes out, and then
I would leave this family forever.
I would leave. I would emancipate.
And where exactly is that? How you die on the street in a box? Because I'm thinking that may be it. Cindy Marie says, if you could tell your future self one thing, what would it be?
Like how far into the future?
Let's say you're my age now.
So old?
Oh!
How did this? No, it'd be like, how did this happen? How far we have fallen. Imagine being that age. I don't agree.
One day you're going to blink and you're going to be my age or older. That's all I'm saying.
So a pile of ashes? Or what?
No, that's
a pile of dust.
That's what you guys called Joe Biden after the first debate.
No, it's either do we want a demented pile of ashes, or do we want a convicted felon pile of ashes? And now it's either do we want a woman or do we want a racist felon pile of ashes? And why do I think the racist pile of ashes is going to win over a woman?
Maybe because he just fell out of a coconut
tree.
Oh, man. Politics at your age is just like, anything but the racist pile of ashes.
I feel like all of Gen Z will vote for the coconut tree woman, though.
Probably. After they see all the remixes.
After they see all the remixes.
Because she's memeable.
Yeah.
Trump has already been through the memes in 2016. Yeah, they've all been memed. JD Vance could get memed.
Who's that?
Exactly. That's the problem.
I only know
Gen
the
Z and Gen Alpha don't know JD Vance.
All I know is Walls.
What do you know about Walls?
Who's Walls?
He's a dude who's white. That will clutch up for Kamala because she's a woman and not white. Real.
But no, I don't have a single clue about geography.
Yeah, Maia thought Africa was a country. And didn't you think like Rhode Island was also a country?
No, I don't know what Rhode Island is.
Exactly.
Where's that?
Oh my.
No,
gotta get in that Providence,
Nanny on Instagram says, what's it like to have such a smart, good-looking, weird dad?
Ooh, I feel like only one of those is true, and that's
that
weird.
About our father to us. I don't like it. What the Sigma?
Kimberly says, does your dad ever embarrass you?
Only like every second of the day.
That's not true. That's not.
When was the last time I embarrassed you that you can remember?
Wait. Didn't he like fart and then blamed it on your friend that was here?
No, she blamed it on me. He blamed it on me.
Yeah. Wait, you tell the story.
No,
I didn't witness it.
I was climbing the stairs and accidentally might have
let one
no,
rip.
actually, no. I deny it. It didn't happen. And then I turned around and said, "Which one of you two farted?"
So embarrassing.
I'm trying to block that memory.
They both had turned bright red. And see, you got to understand, people. I don't give two craps about anything anymore. So, I mean,
I think you're old and you have nothing to live for.
I have nothing to lose because I've gained everything. I've already won the universe. What else is there?
Now you just have to win the fountain of youth so you can go back to it.
Rishi MD says, what's the most important lesson you learned from your parents?
being married is not always the answer to happiness. Crazy.
Bro.
JK, stick it out until the kids are gone. Crazy.
Oh, that's because we say things like that.
You're like, when's the divorce? You're just my first wife.
Mm-hmm. We are always saying stuff like that just to kind of mess with them because we pretty much know we're not getting divorced. And so it's fun to make them think that that's a possibility, just to torture them and give them therapy bills for the future.
No, but you've been saying it for so long that we've accepted it as reality.
Oh.
And you guys do sleep in separate beds, so.
Oh, yeah, we do. But not separate bedrooms.
Halfway there.
That's right. Because I sleep in a on a Japanese
mattress.
tatami mat at the foot of our bed.
Like a
Like a dog.
Like in the actual doghouse.
Because Mom likes,
Literally.
we have a king bed where I slept for a long time, but my neck and my back were like, ugh. And finally, when we went to Japan, I was like, these futons are amazing. These tatami mats are to die for.
My back,
My-
it's never felt so elevated.
And so Mom's the one who was like, well, how about we'll put one at, and you can try it, and maybe you can put it on top of the bed. And I tried putting it on top of the bed, and it was too soft because the bed was all squishy. So I was like, how about I just put it at the foot of the bed on the ground? And she's like, you're not sleeping on the ground. So she bought that little platform. And so now, like, I basically sleep at her feet like a servant.
Like a house animal.
Yes, like a house elf.
A house elf.
Like I haven't been given
As you
an
should.
article of
As you
clothing.
should.
Master's given Dobby
has
given me a sock. Master's given Dobby a sock. Dobby is free. Wait, and I have the specs to match.
Oh yeah,
The Harry Potter specs.
Wild. The first thing that people said to me when I went back to school today, but I'm not for school for like a club thing, was, you look like Harry Potter. And I was like, it's time to match the academic vibe of this year because I have to lock in. I have to lock in. Otherwise, I'm cooked. My future cooked. No prospects, no career paths, no colleges lined up.
Do you think you could go to Berkeley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably only because you went there. And maybe they'll do some
Legacy.
I am not.
I'm not saying could you get into Berkeley. I'm saying could you go there as a school? Would you enjoy it? Because you were
I'd
there
probably
for a
be
month.
half miserable, half ecstatic.
That's how I was. That's it.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it would be so hard, but then again, fun. It's Berkeley.
Yeah, it was fun. You went to all the places that I used to go.
I went to
Blondie's
Blondie's.
Pizza, Laval's. We ate at Laval's.
Everything we ate there was
Strata, Cafe La Strata.
Oh yeah, Strata was really expensive.
It gave you both diarrhea.
Well, actually, the lactose intolerance did not act up that much, except for except for that time I had to emergency use the staff bathroom because it was a little bit of an emergency.
You had co-ed bathrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but then someone peeked under the stall to see a dude, and then we got him switched to gender specific bathroom.
Crazy.
Holly says, for the kids, what's it like to have a famous dad, and how do you deal with the extremely competitive environment of the Bay Area?
He's not famous.
That's how they deal with it.
Well, actually, whenever he is quote famous, and like people come up to him in public, we're just like,
We're just standing there to the side, like, do you know this guy? This guy?
It's funny because they never talk to you guys.
I know, they're always just like, Dog, is that you? Oh my god, can I get a picture? And they were just like, okay. Well,
So what I'm feeling into this. You're just jealous of my
fame,
beauty and my
glory,
figure.
and your
Yeah.
figure.
Mhm.
There's not much to be jealous of there.
That's right. I'm so thin.
Are you a
If
skinny
you
speck
see
of dust?
if you see a speck of dust floating around, it's
just
me. Good luck finding my waist, guys.
finding my waist.
Oh,
way.
your generation. What are 3 things your kids would want to see in the world that would have them feel that the adults have their ish together and are not totally clueless?
I can really tell that the people who ask these questions are your age. No. Why aren't you asking us fun things?
That's
like,
I agree with you.
like
I don't know how to answer that.
What was your glow up for the summer?
Ooh, if
Mm,
anything,
what
I got
glow up?
more pimples.
What glow up?
So.
You guys walk around with overt pimple patches on.
That's not me. That's her.
I have 2 on in my driver's license photo.
It's crazy.
If you could invent something to make life easier, what would it be and why?
What in the chat GPT generated response? Like, what am I supposed to say? Wait.
Chat GPT always restates the question first. Yeah. It says,
if I were to invent something
to make life easier. And then it would spray out some nonsense, half of it hallucinatory. Yeah, what would you do? What would you invent?
I don't even know.
A better pimple patch?
When I'm in bed and scrolling on my phone, I want a face guard so whenever I drop my phone on my face, it doesn't hit me.
That's
a joke. I'm not a screenager.
You are a total screenager.
Only for Project Makeover and that's it.
In Prague, she was in some church and it was crowded. She drops her phone.
No. Someone, because it was super crowded, someone like bumps into me. I drop my phone. It falls on the floor. Try to pick it up. Someone steps on it and scrapes it against the ground, which is bumpy, and it completely and utterly shatters. And now I just have a measly screen protector holding it together.
It was like the worst. It was like the end of the world. We got the text and the call. Ah! That's what it was like. It was like
what
your
do you have built-in auto-tune?
Life. Drake's the type of guy who has built-in autotune.
The silence is so loud.
The silence spoke volumes.
See these questions? No way. Look at this.
GPT.
Surf Girl says, would each pup name one thing about each one of your parents that makes you proud to be their kid? You guys are not going to answer that in any way, shape, or form. Well, okay. What's one thing that makes you proud to be my kid?
I'd say stuff about mom, but probably not you.
What would you say about mom? Yeah, I thought so.
That's rude.
Do you know your dad is cool, says Cassie.
What are these questions? Like, I thought they were going to cook, but in fact, they did not cook. Wait, put a poll in the chat if you want the ZPupps to make their own channel.
Oh,
no one cares.
What are we even going to say?
Literally nothing. It'd probably
Skibbity
just be
toilet riz? Probably.
No, that's disgusting. Disgusting.
Palace 12345 which is clearly a bot, says you're to be stuck on a desert island for 3 months. What are the 3 musical artists you would stream? You can only pick 3.
What?
Is this just?
Did we bring a speaker?
Is this just a funny way of me asking, or them asking what my favorite 3 artists are?
It is.
Okay.
I
kind of listen to a lot of stuff, so I don't really have favorites.
I don't know. I'd probably listen to white noise.
What? Probably.
Yeah, you bring a noise maker.
I bring a white noise machine.
Mm-hmm. Okay, first of all, that's racist.
Oh man.
Because it's white supremacy.
Well, also, actually, I listen to app, I listen to brown noise. I listen to brown noise.
I like brown noise.
Yeah.
But they don't have black noise. I think black noise would be the next thing.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what that would sound like.
It'd probably have more soul and rhythm than the white noise. You like how I'm just basically using this as a proxy to stereotype all kinds of races? You're welcome.
Any of my friends who are watching this, these are not my political, social opinions. These are not me. Send help.
So how you were at Berkeley, so how liberally was it?
Don't even ask. Here's blue-haired liberals running rampant about that place. Looks like I'm voting for Donald. If I can't vote.
You have to say the Donald.
The Donald.
Yes.
The Trumpo.
El Trumpito.
Bruh.
Don't you guys both speak Spanish? And no. I walk around pretending to speak Spanish. Mi guancho es muy...
You're cutting that out.
Palado. No.
You're cutting that out.
Why?
You are cutting that out. We can't be seen. If anyone that I know watches this, you can just pull me out of school.
As if they're gonna watch the whole thing.
I just make up words and say them. What's wrong with that? Is that racist?
Racist and racist.
Really?
Racist.
Gosh, I must just be old.
You're cutting that out. No guanchoing. Imagine you cut everything out except for me saying that, and then everyone's gonna think I'm the racist one.
I can.
Okay, wait.
I can't change the
This is
concept.
the end of the cut, so we have to restart.
Well, there's no cut. Let me see.
It probably means something somewhere, so maybe it's not racist.
No, it literally means nothing.
No, it means nothing. We Googled it.
Yeah.
Because I was saying it because I thought it was a real Spanish word, but it's not.
Yeah, it's really not.
I was thinking of gaucho, which is the Argentinian cowboy.
I was thinking of guantes, which are gloves.
Guantes?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I actually don't.
You guys are both in Spanish, right?
Yeah,
See,
but
yeah.
like
Senor.
barely.
Aiden Carroll asked, how do Nina and Maia feel about social media health advice, and how do their friends...
Fake.
It's fake? You know it already?
What? Oh, I don't know. What health advice?
What do you mean health
Like,
advice?
Don't, take body standards or whatever to heart.
Let me just
If anything,
say it's
if
very
anything.
different on like YouTube and then to Instagram. Let me say that. All the comments wise.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
YouTube is so like, oh, I love it. Like, nice. And
Like if
and
you
then
say
Instagram's
anything
like,
body positivity or whatever, YouTube is like, yes, and Instagram is like
Instagram's ruthless. I don't know how or why, but like it's horrific.
What, like they'll fat shame you and stuff?
Or like in the comments, it was a trend to say like the N-word for a bit.
In the comments?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Just like, every white dude or,
Actually, did
Wasn't
I ever
out
tell
that
you the
one.
story?
Oh, boy.
When I was in college, we went up to Reno, me and my buddy. We drove up from Berkeley, and we went and we were walking downtown somewhere, and this white dude comes up to us, and he's like, "Yo, N-word, you guys seeing Silk's playing right now, N-word?" Like this, and me and my buddy were just, and my buddy was half black, and he was just like, he's like, "Mi guancho." What?
we are cutting that.
Cutting.
Tina says, "What's it like to have two brainiac parents?"
Bruh.
Well,
one brainiac parent
wow.
I know.
and one fake. He's a fake.
You misgendered mom.
Bro.
It just
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
How does it feel to have smart parents? Because you have two smart parents, maybe one and a half.
Well, mom went to Harvard. Like, what are we even going to do about that? It's not like we're going to go to Harvard.
yeah.
Look at us.
The
most I could probably do
I
is
can't even do
Berkeley.
subtraction.
That's true. You can't.
I don't know what
Intellectual
5
challenges.
plus 7 is,
Right.
but
I actually don't know what
12.
5 is. Good work. Now, how about 12 minus 5?
bruh. 6?
2.
5.
What is one thing you think everyone should try at least once in their life?
Vaping.
I don't think.
Oh, if anything, I've already tried so much secondhand of that from just in the bathroom at school every day.
That's true.
Oh my God.
That's true. But you've never actually vaped? Good.
I'm not a delinquent.
Not yet. Give it time. Why do Gen Alpha
Oh boy.
kids behave in such an illiterate,
Feral,
way?
rabid.
Probably because
diseased
they're all spoiled.
Stanley kids.
Are they spoiled?
I think it's
So
just the
I'll ask a
parents.
question.
Sephora girls.
You, Maya, are on the cusp of Gen Alpha. You're like the edge of Gen Alpha. Nina is like solid Gen Z. Most parents of Gen Alphas are what generation? Millennials. The worst
sense.
generation. Because they were raised by boomers who are the worst generation. And we've said this before. Gen X raises the best. Gen Z. Gen X, Gen Z, and a little Alpha. Although you two, I'll say this, you're different. Like there is a generation gap between you because things have accelerated. Like she grew up with devices so ingrained and you actually had periods without. So,
yeah. And then Project Makeover came into my life and everything was complete.
and now you're both just screenagers.
Oh.
I don't know. What do you think, Mimi?
What's so wrong with that, huh?
What?
I don't see the problem with being a screenager. That's technically being present because I'm present on my screen.
I'm falling asleep listening to your lies because...
Also because it's your bedtime because you're senile.
Okay, tell me. What are you talking about? Before we started, Maya was like, "I'm so tired. I don't want to do this."
You're senile and she's fetile.
Fetile.
Is that a
Nice.
word?
Like a fetus?
Like a fetus.
You thought the word ovular referred to something.
Well, like as a joke. I didn't know
No, it wasn't a joke.
ovoid was a real word.
You're walking around calling things ovular.
Because it's funny.
It means like egg-like.
Egg-like. It's like
But wait.
ovular.
So tell me about your generation's levels of anxiety, depression, suicidality, drug abuse.
It's also because you've killed our planet. And we're going to die.
Okay,
that was a joke, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
But we're going to die, but whatever.
But this is actually a real argument that people make on behalf of your generation. Well, of course they're depressed and anxious.
Our planet's dying.
Look what you did to the planet. And it's like, can I rant for a second? Did you effing grow up in the 70s like I did, where they had lead in gas? Everybody's IQ dropped 20 points just by being born into the United States. There were super fun toxic sites. 3 Mile Island was a nuclear plant that had a near meltdown in the United States. Mm-hmm. There was air pollution, water pollution at levels you couldn't even comprehend. And they're like, but these kids have it really hard. That's not it. What it is you guys don't go out and play. You don't actually touch grass. You don't see each other in person. You stare at a screen. You compare yourselves to people on the screen. You read comments of people saying the N-word that are white about everybody else. And I'm not saying you guys, because I think you guys are actually pretty reasonably balanced. But I think this is a problem. And it's our fault because we've done that. But yeah, we screwed up the planet. Definitely. Climate change is a big deal.
Whatever.
There's all kinds of injustice. There's terrible stuff. But it's always been the case. Yeah.
The world's always bad, no matter what generation you're in.
And it's also always great, no matter what generation you are in. And I think
maybe you guys did have depression, but it just wasn't diagnosed.
Oh, we diagnosed it.
Oh.
We're like, God, I'm depressed. I'm going to go out into the ditch with my friends and go drink.
Oh.
Or, that everybody handles their stuff in different ways. But you guys have these proxy ways of doing it where it's no longer in person, which, hey, look, it's fine. It's your generation's way of doing it. But it has consequences, just like ours did. You know how we used to get in trouble? We would die or get arrested. Miguancho.
We are cutting that. I don't care what you say.
Or it's going to your private one, because... Yeah.
Oh, you mean the subscribers?
Yeah, because none of my friends are rich enough.
Maybe we just release it for supporters. We're tired. We got to go to bed. It's late. It's like 9:30.
That's like 1 hour past your bedtime.
Oh my God.
She's not long. She's not wrong. I go to bed at like 9 and I wake up at 4. This morning I woke up at 4. I'm like,
nursing. That's when I go to bed.
My sleep schedule is cooked.
Oh, yeah.
School
starts next week. Yeah. You guys are totally toast.
Bro, I'm toast for the year. Like the classes, I have to drop something. But I know I won't because I'm stubborn. Like that.
All right, we're out. That's peace.
Adios.